It is that time of year again, isn't it? Every car magazine, every website, they're all dropping their Car of the Year awards. And while it's super exciting, let's be real, it can get a little overwhelming. I mean, you've got one publication naming a truck, another one picks an EV, and then a third one says, nope, it's this sensible hybrid. They can't all be the best car, right? So it just leaves you kind of scratching your head wondering, okay, who am I supposed to believe? What does best even mean anymore? Well, that is exactly what we are going to figure out today. We've waded through all the big awards from the experts at Edmunds, Car and Driver, Cars.com, you name it, to synthesize everything. We're going to cut through all that noise and give you one clear, definitive guide to the cars that are truly knocking it out of the park this year. So here's the game plan. First, we'll talk about that best car overload. Then, we'll get into the everyday champions, the cars most of us are actually driving. After that, we'll explore the electric frontier, cover the big dogs and ultimate utility, and of course, get into the fun stuff with the pursuit of performance. And then at the end, we're going to tie it all together and figure out what best really means for you. Sound good? Let's do it. All right, first up, the everyday champions. Let's talk about the cars that do the real heavy lifting in our day-to-day lives. You know, the practical sedans and hatchbacks that have to do a little bit of everything and do it well without costing a fortune. And you know, in this category, something kind of rare happened. The experts, they actually agreed on something. From the hardcore track testers to the super practical consumer guides, one car's name just kept popping up over and over again. And that car is the Honda Civic Hybrid. Now, what's so wild here is just how wide the praise is. Edmunds didn't just give it a category award, they named it their best of the best over everything else. Car Help Corner gave it the top prize for sedans. Why? Because it somehow blends insane efficiency, we're talking over 50 miles per gallon, with a driving experience that's genuinely fun and responsive. It's the car that basically proves you don't have to pick between practical and enjoyable. You really can have it all. But of course, best isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. Different experts are looking for different qualities, and that's where we start to see some friendly disagreement about what really makes an everyday champion. So for example, Car Help Corner gave its overall Car of the Year award to the Subaru Outback. They loved its do-anything, go-anywhere ruggedness, and this is a huge deal for a lot of people, it has actual physical buttons and knobs. But then you have someone like YouTuber Kurt Kreifels, and he's all in on the Toyota Camry LE Hybrid, calling it the best value car in America. He saw a frankly ridiculous 62 miles per gallon in his testing, and I mean, come on, it's a Camry, it's going to be bulletproof. So you see, two totally different missions, two very worthy champions. Okay, let's switch gears and jump into what is easily the most dynamic, most debated category out there right now: EVs, hybrids, and the whole future of fuel. In this space, the definition of best is changing like every other week. The big debate this year really boils down to two main ideas. Is the best EV the one that makes going all-electric more affordable and accessible for everyone? Or is the best EV actually a plug-in hybrid that gives you all the benefits of electric driving for your daily commute, but without any of the range anxiety on a road trip? The experts are pretty split on this one. And this table just lays that split out perfectly. You've got Cars.com giving their top award to the new Nissan Leaf, basically for making EV ownership a real possibility for more people. But at the same exact time, Car Help Corner is championing the Toyota Prius plug-in hybrid, calling it the right type of EV at the right time. You know, sensible, no compromises. And then you have the other contenders, the Ioniq 5 winning on performance and charging speed, the Tesla Model 3 leading on tech, and way up at the top of the mountain, you have the Lucid Gravity, a winner from Car and Driver for pure innovation. It's a fascinating landscape. All right, time to talk about the workhorses. The vehicles that are designed from the ground up to haul, to tow, and to get the whole family from point A to point B. This category is all about pure, unadulterated capability. And when it comes to trucks, well, the experts at Edmunds saw something you don't see very often: a complete sweep. One brand managed to win a triple crown, taking the top spot in all three major truck categories. And that brand was Ford. No huge surprise there, maybe. The legendary F-150 won for its sheer range of options and its rock-solid towing. The new Ranger got the nod for its powerful engines and surprisingly comfortable ride. And then there's the Maverick, which just continues to be a total game-changer, winning for its clever design, amazing hybrid efficiency, and a price that's hard to argue with. It's just a masterclass in knowing exactly what truck buyers want and need. Now let's switch from hauling cargo to hauling people. In the super competitive world of family SUVs, the experts also found a clear standout:
Multiple outlets like Edmunds and Cars.com kept pointing to one vehicle that just seems to blend space, features, and an almost luxury feel better than anything else out there.
Yep, that standout is the Hyundai Palisade Hybrid. Reviewers are just raving about its new interior, saying it feels like it belongs in a much more expensive car. And they love the new hybrid powertrain, saying it's incredibly smooth and quiet. It's one of those vehicles that really delivers a premium family experience, but without that premium price tag. Okay, let's get to the fun stuff. The dream cars. These are the vehicles that aren't just judged on how practical they are, but on the thrill of the drive, the smile they put on your face, and the pure, unadulterated joy they bring. And honestly, I don't think anything captures that feeling of joy better than this quote from Kirk Kreifels about the Mazda MX-5. And it's a feeling you hear from pretty much everyone in the industry. For pure, affordable, wind-in-your-hair fun, the MX-5 is still the undisputed king. It's just a little miracle of engineering that reminds all of us why we fell in love with driving in the first place. It's also a great reminder that behind all of this serious testing and data, these are real people having real experiences. I absolutely love that the Car and Driver team also took the time to rate their road trip food, from Waffle House to Buc-ee's. It just shows that at the end of the day, driving is about the whole experience, snacks and all.
And man, performance and luxury really do come in all shapes and sizes. You've got the raw, brutal, supercharged power of the Cadillac CT5V Blackwing, a favorite of multiple experts. Then there's the smart, practical performance of the VW GTI, the sensible luxury without the headaches of a Lexus RX, and the sheer high-tech comfort of the Mercedes E-Class. And of course, at the absolute peak, you've got exotics like the Ferrari Purosangue. It just goes to show you, performance can mean raw power, or it can mean total refinement. Each has its own champion.
So, we've looked at all these different winners across all these different categories. What does it all mean? What have we actually learned? Let's try to boil this all down into a few clear, actionable takeaways.
I think the most important idea is this. The experts aren't really looking for one single best car anymore. What they're rewarding is something we can call mission-specific excellence. The best car is simply the one that does its specific job better than anyone else, whether that job is sipping fuel on a commute, pulling a giant trailer, or just making you grin like an idiot on a winding road. And when you look across all of those missions, three big trends really start to stand out. First, hybrids have totally found their sweet spot. They offer massive gains in efficiency without asking you to change your lifestyle one bit. Second, value is absolutely non-negotiable. The winners, again and again, are the cars that deliver more for your money. And third, the best cars are purpose-built. They know exactly what they are, and they don't apologize for it. So the huge takeaway here is that best isn't about one car to rule them all. It's about a car that nails its mission, offers undeniable value, and more often than not, uses smart hybrid tech to do it. I really hope this helps you cut through the noise and start thinking about what best truly means for you. Because at the end of the day, that's the only question that matters. It's not about finding the one car that a bunch of magazines agree on. It's about defining your own mission and then finding the perfect vehicle to help you crush it. So, what's yours?